nobody ever expects to get stranded or for the vehicle to break down, but it does happen. So if it happens, we want to be prepared. As reported by KBOA News Channel 4 in Tucson on December 7, 2011, there was an elderly couple traveling between Show Low and Globe that turned off on a road and got stuck in the snow. They waited 6 days for somebody to come and rescue them, but nobody came. So after 6 days, they decided to start hiking for the road, and the elderly woman collapsed and died due to the elements, and the husband was found the following morning. So this is maybe an extreme case of what could happen, but it can happen, and because of where we live, we should definitely be prepared. Even if you're only traveling 30 minutes to an hour from home, it can still happen to you, especially living in the mountains. Survey that I did on all of you before this presentation, I asked you some questions, and of 10 of you, 5 of you have a winter survival kit that could prepare you for 24 hours. 2 of you don't have a kit at all, and 3 of you had a small kit of some kind, maybe a first aid kit, a blanket, or a seatbelt cutter. But all 10 of you have lived in the White Mountains for over 10 years and have had car trouble at some time. A personal story. My family and I were out jeeping in 2006, and we got stuck in the snow, and it was about 4 feet of snow. We got stuck, it was about 25 miles from home, but we had to stay the night and dig out the next morning. It was only because we were prepared that we were fairly comfortable to stay the night there. So in this presentation, I will teach you how to prepare your own personal 24-hour winter survival kit. I will show you what you should carry your kit in, what the contents of your kit should include, and how to organize your contents. There's 3 choices that I've come up with today that we're just going to cover. First choice is the duffel bag. The duffel bag has lots of space. Most people have one at home, so you wouldn't have to buy one, but I found one at True Value for $43.99. Another choice is a storage box. It has a secure outer shell, it has various sizes, and it can be waterproof. I found this one at True Value for $37.99. Third choice is a backpack. This is what I carry in my truck, and this is what I'm going to show you as an example today. And it has the advantage of portability and many pockets for organization. I found this one at Walmart.com for $18.88. Now your kit is only as good as the contents that are in it. So for the cold weather, you should prepare with a beanie, gloves, extra socks, a jacket, and those ones you want because those provide layering. And if you look at the handout that I gave you, it is from Mountaineering, The Freedom of the Hills, 5th edition, page 21. And on there you can look over to 30-degree weather and scroll across for 25-mile-an-hour winds, and it makes it equivalent to only 0 degrees outside. So layering is a good thing. Now you would also want to include hand warmers, foot warmers, body warmers, and a Mylar blanket, and a shovel for if you have to dig your car out of the snow or something. Food content. We have several choices for food. You know, you can have an MRE, you can do canned foods such as canned vegetables, beans, sardines, any of those would work okay. Just make sure you have a can opener. And you can do freeze-dried foods, but those you have to add water, so you'd have to use part of your water supply to rehydrate those. So I've chosen for my preference today an MRE. And MREs are good for several reasons. In the MRE, you have all the contents that you would need: a food warmer, condiments, powdered packets to flavor your water for drinks, a towelette to wipe your hands off after. All your stuff is included, your utensil for eating, in that one kit. And I learned all of this by reading an article from Off Grid magazine, and it's titled Brown Bagging It, and it's written by Gordon Mule. And he also stated that each MRE is equivalent to 1,250 to 1,400 calories with 51% carbs and 36% fat. So that's pretty good for one day's food to get you through a day. Now for water, I have 4 water bottles here. I chose 4 because there is a website you can go to, csgnetwork.com, and it has a human weight requirement calculator. In that calculator, you punch in your weight, you punch in the expected weather, and you can basically find out how much water you should have to carry to drink for one day. So that's how I got that. Now on to miscellaneous contents. It's good to have a multi-tool such as a Leatherman or a Swiss Army knife. It's also good to have a firearm and extra bullets for protection. In Arizona, you do not need a permit to carry or conceal a weapon according to ARS 13-3102. Here in Arizona, we have a lot of large predators in the White Mountains, such as bear, mountain lion, and wolves. In your miscellaneous contents, you'll also have a flashlight, and don't forget your batteries. If you don't want a battery-powered flashlight, then you can use the wind-up kind, such as a dynamo. You should also carry a poncho to keep you dry, a lighter and some lint and newspaper for starting a fire, toilet paper, a compass, a mirror for signaling, a whistle for if you need to get somebody's attention for help, and then also something like a morale booster would be nice to have, like gum. So now I'm going to show you how to organize your contents in your backpack. Inside your backpack, you would put your food first, and then 3 water bottles, and I'll tell you why 3 in just a minute. But here's 3 of your water bottles. Your shovel would go in the big compartment as well, and your jacket. And then I put the hand and foot warmers and body warmers, the Mylar blanket, beanie, gloves, and socks, all in a plastic baggie to keep them dry. And those would go in there as well. Okay. Next we have our outside compartments. The Cliff Bars I would put in a little bit outside pocket so that you can get them quickly for if you needed a snack while you're hiking somewhere for help. The gun I would put also on the top inside pocket for quick access. And then you have your Leatherman, your flashlight, and your gum would all go in pockets here. In the outermost, I would put your whistle and your signal mirror for quick access if you needed to get someone's attention. Your toilet paper would just go in a pocket, as well as your first aid kit, your paper, your lint, lighter for starting your fire, and your poncho for staying dry. And then your water bottle you would have on the outermost part, one of them at a time, for drinking. So I have taught you today how to prepare your kit to get you through 24 hours survival. I have shown you what you should put in your kit, what you should carry your kit in, what to put in your kit, and how to organize it. So if you're stuck out in some sort of a vehicle breakdown or stranded for some reason, you will be prepared with a kit.